morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Our top story today: sold a 600 million dirham plot of land sold on Palm Jumeirah.
We'll also be talking about the real Housewives of Dubai reuniting and the beef between them.
The incredible 100 Pajero donation.
And also Karim Benzema wins Ballon d'Or. But before all of that, before our sports news segment, there are two types of people in this world, Casey.
I believe so. What are they?
So the first type are those who pay for everything themselves, independent, want to make sure if they are buying something, it's on their own merit. And then there's the second type who heavily rely on external forces buying them these things. Like your parents buying you a car, your parents buying you a house, your parents buying you an iPhone. So which category do you fall into?
That's so funny. When you said external forces, I thought you were saying like relationships.
Even
when you get into a relationship and you're expecting, because I saw a great conversation on a Facebook show, on a Facebook group second ago, which we can get into. Two types of people in the world. People who accept things from their parent and people who go out independent and are insisting on buying everything themselves. 100% the second one, but I'm in my 30s, so it's a little bit different. What about you?
100% the second one or the first one?
Well, my second one was
independent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think overall that is the vibe now of like this generation, like being independent, buying it yourself. But of course, like getting gifts doesn't hurt. Right? Like it just doesn't hurt being gifted something like that saves so much of like expenditure from your side. It's
sometimes so for example, my mom is such a giver and she's a gift giver and it's in her nature to always want to pay for things. So we'll be in restaurants and we'll be fighting over a bill constantly. And it's just like, we actually have like a little bit of tension because she's like, save your money. And I'm like, you save yours. It's a constant. But in terms of like bigger gifts, like I think she'd even rather buy, but I don't let her and she can't at this point buy me the big things, so I just...
Yeah, because I know so many people, people in the office, who've been given a car. A full car by their parents,
Yeah.
So it's just like, on one side you think, buy it yourself, like you have the means, just get it, but then
you have the means to buy it. Well, look, if you are in Ireland, when we grew up, a lot of people have part-time jobs. And if you were able to work a part-time job and then afford your car, how good would that feel?
Yeah.
Like how amazing to be like, I paid for it myself.
Like the satisfaction.
Yeah, and it's such a great worth it. Because I think everything we're talking about now is really dependent on age. And I think I probably would have been more inclined to accept a bigger gift when I was younger, while now you wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the same time, but like you think, okay, like... you really think about it, like, what, it doesn't really hurt at the end of the day when you get gifted something like an iPhone or like a car, anything, like something that you would think would pinch your wallet and it's gifted to you. But I mean, at the end of the day, like not ego, it's like your respect comes in, I think.
Christmas and birthday's fine, but apart from that, go out on your own and try and buy your own things and you'll feel much better for it. Although, right, so I was in a female focus ladies group last night, which I love. And there was a conversation asking, a girl was trying to figure out, she was trying to suss out if this was okay behavior. So, couple go on 2 dates. Pre-date number 2, the girl messages the guy and says, hey, sure, dinner sounds great, can't wait to see you. By the way, I was going to ask you to bring me flowers, but I just saw this Gucci perfume that I love, so can you bring me that instead?
Oh no! Oh my gosh, that is like a deal breaker, like red flags deal breaker. You choose that as a deal breaker.
That's poor behavior, right? Like
that is so cheap.
Yeah, the whole thread was ripped that type of behavior apart.
That is definitely cheap. Like if you're expecting gifts from your partner, you have to give the same value back. Like it just, I mean, in today's day and age, when you're all about feminism and equality and all of that, if you're expecting a really nice, expensive gift, that's the kind you give back to your partner as well.
Yeah, I mean, pre-date number 2, to have the nerve to say, hey, don't worry about the flowers that I was going to ask you for, but get me a perfume instead. So a lot of people ripped apart that behavior in the thread, but other people were like, yeah, I know girls that do this.
Yeah.
And that kind of just like, it puts a transaction into the dating, which is just, that would make me so uncomfortable, because it's like, why are you asking? And then are you going to pay for the date for him? Or I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just cheap behavior.
So then, taking that into account, it should be the same for your parents. Don't accept gifts.
Yeah, if you're giving back the same, honestly, after a certain age, it has to be like the same value. If you're able to give it back to them, you 100%. Accept it.
And some people are naturally born givers.
Yeah.
And then you try and give it back to them.
Giving your parents is always good, but taking from them after a certain age, like they've given you enough, you know?
My mom has been away for 3 weeks and she's back on Friday. I'm so excited. Hi, Mom. Our show's biggest fan. Okay, let's jump into our top story. So, sold, a 600 million dirham piece of land on Palm Jumeirah has been sold. It has been a huge week for transactions in Dubai, a 7.3 billion week of deals. As the property market continues to boom. That's according to Dubai Land Department. A total of 2,338 real estate transactions worth 7.3 billion were conducted during the week ending 14th of October. These were according to figures released by the Dubai Land Department.
And the top ticket items, so the top 3 transactions were 2 plots of land sold for 600 million dirhams and 206.52 million dirhams in Palm Jumeirah, followed by another land sold for 44 million in Al Satwa, according to WAM. So the
It's a massive plot of land, so obviously the potential to build on that will be a lot more. Guesstimate a little bit, but $160 million, $160 million US dollars for a 60,000 foot piece of land on Palm Jumeirah. So like even the millionaires are being outmarketed here. Even if I was a millionaire, I could potentially not afford to live on Palm Jumeirah, which is hard to hear, because you know, when you dream big, and now it's like, now you just need to dream bigger, because not only am I competing with millionaires in Dubai, we are now competing with the millionaires of the world who look at Dubai. It's expensive.
And all eyes are on Dubai. Like, from, if we've learned anything from the last few months, last few reports that have hit the internet, it's just that millionaires, millionaires are flocking down to Dubai. They want to make this place their home. So they're looking for the fanciest cribs, looking for the fanciest whips, all of that. And Dubai is here to cater. So they know what the demand is, and they're here to, like, as you said, like, just top up.
We're here to show them a good time. And speaking of fancy whips, and speaking of luxury, our next story.
So the Real Housewives of Dubai reunited in New York City, and fans sense some beef. So it was a Dubai takeover at New York City this weekend, as the Real Housewives of Dubai descended upon the Big Apple for this year's BravoCon, and cast panel discussions and interviews with Bravo celebrities, and it was all kickstarted by Bravo executive Andy Cohen. And if you ordered the Housewives with a side of shade and beef, then the fan convention celebrating the network's reality stars served just that. So Sarah Al-Madni, Caroline Brooks, Caroline Stanbury, Chanel Ayan, Lisa Milan, and Nina Ali, all 6 of Dubai's ladies, were down at the convention, and fans couldn't help but notice a little rift between the group.
It's because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the shade, they're looking for the drama, because if you see the whole season, you're like, who's friends with who now? So Sarah Al-Madani, Caroline Brooks, Caroline Stanbury, and Nina Ali, they were hand in hand Whereas the duo, Chanel Ayan and Lisa Milan, they were away from the group. So obviously, fans had questions. Why are you guys not together? Why are you not the Brady Bunch? Because they don't want to be.
But people were really asking the questions. So I'll tell you, Caroline Stanbury and Sarah Madney, they posted videos and pictures on their personal Instagram handles of just like the four of them, excluding Chanel Ayan and Lisa Milan. And people
fueling the fans, fueling the fire.
It's not just that though. There was a video of Chanel Ayan giving an interview, and she's just like, I'm gonna. So the interviewer asks her, like, are you going to take down the other ladies? And she's like, I don't need to take them down. They're already down. Down, 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 down.
So funny. That's on our Instagram right now. So if you haven't seen it and if you are a fan of the show, go and check it out right now. That video just made me lol so much. She just does not hold back. She doesn't care. But that's the beauty of all of them, is that they're all such like strong characters, and it really makes the show. Now look, if you like reality TV, this is for you. If you don't like it, move on.
Exactly.
Stay on this show right now, but just don't watch it.
So the comments were so funny. They were just like, where's Chanel? And someone's like, how are you being messy with Lisa? Where's Ayan?
Rude.
Not cool to ostracize her. And then someone is like, I hope the next season has this, and they replace this. So it's like people are actually invested. You see more of the comments of people like, hating on the show, but then there is a massive fan base who are actually invested in the show and the dynamics and the chemistry between these personalities.
So Bravo Con will bring the big Real Housewives fans. Like there's a reason it's got a huge following internationally, especially in the States. However, I think obviously in Dubai, the hate comes from the perception and the stereotype that the show could perpetuate of the city.
Exactly.
So that's why there is some more hate that comes from the show here, because people don't want kind of that lavish lifestyle to be connected to the city. However, the show itself actually has just been copy paste repeat that show from all around the world. So the fact that it's Dubai actually makes no odds to the show. It's the very same style, although I must say it's it's more extravagant because it's Dubai. Like some of the parties they host are just phenomenal. I do not think it's that level anywhere else, and that's why it's getting so much attention around the world, because it's just so phenomenal.
I mean, the best party I've ever had in Dubai was like a McDonald's party.
That's not true.
Like that was my favorite. Like when I was
a kid,
favorite,
okay.
When I was a kid, McDonald's, you get the food, you get the big clown coming in. You
got a clown in McDonald's? Nice.
You never see the McDonald's clown?
Well, what's his name again? Begins with an R.
McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
I don't think he ever came to my parties.
Did you have a McDonald's party though?
I'm sure I was at McDonald's parties, yeah, for sure.
You know, McDonald's parties are such a vibe. So they have this party area in in some of the McDonald's, like the big resto branches. And there you have like the kids corner and you have the play area, and then the big clown comes in with his big foot, and it's just
this big foot?
Like a really big foot. It's the best.
All I can do right now is picture a McNugget cake, and I can nearly smell it.
You just ruined my McDonald's party.
Why?
Anyway.
How did I ruin it?
Why does a big chicken have to die for a birthday cake,
Okay, fine. What do you have at McDonald's?
A vegan chicken nugget.
What did you have when you were younger?
Fries, burger.
Vegan?
I'm just vegetarian. But you tell me, you had a unicorn party, so what tops it up? The Real Housewives of Dubai parties or unicorn party? Which one would you choose?
Well, the unicorn party was planned by my 6-year-old niece, I've never had someone who's been so excited about celebrating my birthday, so you just can't beat that. You can't beat someone you love, like this tiny human coming up and running to you, be like, are you excited for your birthday? We're gonna have balloons. And you're like,
I think that's what they're missing.
You can't beat that. You cannot beat that.
You guys need to have your kids planning your parties. A bit of level up.
Let's jump back into, following Ayan, and there was a cameos in season 1 of Real Housewives of Dubai. There has been speculation, by the way, that Phaedra Parks, who is a Real Housewife of Atlanta alum, she could potentially join the Dubai franchise in season 2.
But apart from all that beef, Chanel Ayan was giving with her main character energy throughout BravoCon. And if you're a follower, if you're a fan, just jump onto Bravo's social media handles and you'll just see Chanel just like literally stealing the spotlight from all the housewives. You only want to see what Chanel Ayan is up to, her strutting up and down the runway.
I think they're so great. Yeah, okay. Chanel Ayan's fashion. By the way, Nina Ali, I love her. She is so elegant, so tasteful, and just that she's just like kept the peace in a way. Sarah Al-Madani is, of course, like, I love how she explains things. She's so logical. And Caroline Stanbury, I've just followed her for so long. I love her life, and I love her like no bull attitude.
Love that. All of them have their quirks, like pros and cons, and like you said, all of them are strong personalities. But one thing we can take away from this is that there will be a season 2 of The Real Housewives of Dubai. So more drama is there to follow.
Let's jump into our next story. An Emirati businessman donates 100 Pajeros to the Dubai police. So this is what you do when you love your city. What a remark.
And it doesn't stop there by saying like, I love my country. They want to give back in any and every way back to their country. So it's just an amazing example.
It is so, so cool, because I think when you get to a point, whenever there's these amazing initiatives that come out, whether it's like for residents and citizens or just for residents, people say, oh, well, what about me? What about me? You know, am I getting the same as everyone else here? But I think when you get to a certain level and you're thinking, now it's time to give back. Like, what do we do for the country that gives us so much? And it's probably a solid question. The Tour business is huge. It's across a number of industries and businesses, so he'll give back in a number of different ways. If you're grateful for living in the city, do you give back? Because if you've taken opportunities in different ways, and it's a solid thing to kind of think about.
Yeah.
100 Pajeros.
100
A lot of Pajeros on the streets of Dubai. A lot of Pajeros. I have one.
Very exciting. Oh, Pajero gang.
A 2008 two-door.
Are you gonna join the Pajero squad and go driving together?
We would look adorable. I love my little car. It's so cute.
You should totally join a car group. I feel like you can pull it off.
I think I need to learn to drive properly before I join a car group.
You drive perfectly fine. Like, I've been in the car with you. It was a hoot, safe, smooth, nice, chill.
Although, I'll tell you, since I got my license, it is not mandatory in this country when you get your license to put a new driver sticker on your car. In Ireland, you have to have it for a year or two, and people don't like having it because it doesn't look cool. I insist on having it on the car because drivers will be nicer to you on the road. The first week I didn't have the sticker on the car, I got so many beeps. I don't even know why I was getting them, like pulling out of roundabouts, changing lanes, beep, 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 beep. It was frustrating. Now, less beeps because they see the sticker.
What if it's you and not the sticker? What if it's your driving that's gotten better and not the sticker?
I'm not prepared to risk it with more beeps. It's so stressful getting beeped on the road when you're trying to learn what to do and trying to understand the mechanics.
Once, remove it and see if it's you that's
I like people giving me a wide berth on the road because they're like, that's a learner driver, let's leave them alone. Love it. I think even in like 10, 20 years time, doesn't matter what car I have, I'll always have that learner sticker.
I mean, yeah, the psyche.
Is that allowed?
Of course it is. Like, why is it not allowed? You're always a beginner in life. I think the psyche behind that is that this person is a wreck. They've just gotten on the road. That's, give them all the space they need. But now we'll move on to a story which we have been dying to share with you since we are, the perfect people to give you the story. It was just before this show went live, it was just banter about football. It's just what we talk about. Yeah, of course. So Karim Benzema wins Ballon d'Or. It's finally happened. We anticipated this months ago. We predicted this, honestly. Yeah, we both wrote 2 months ago. It was like, who's going to get Ballon d'Or this year? Karim Benzema. Benzema. And now he's won. It's brilliant. Great time. It's his time to shine. So the 66th Ballon d'Or took place on Monday night in Paris, and none other than Karim Benzema was awarded the winner. And Benzema, who led Real Madrid to victory in the Champions League and La Liga, scored 44 goals in 2021 and 2022 season. So that's a big one.
That's a big one. There were 3 people in the running who it could have been, apart from Benzema. It was going to be Sadio Mane, Kevin De Bruyne, or Robert Lewandowski, who won 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, respectively. Ali, do you have anything to add? We're good here.
Sadio Mane, Kevin De Bruyne,
Robert Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
So Benzema is the first Frenchman to win the Ballon d'Or since the great Zinedine Zidane in 1998. Now, the highly anticipated ceremony was held at the Théâtre du Châtelet in Paris.
So the Ballon d'Or award was an annual, it is an annual football award for the best player over the previous year, and was first awarded in 1956, and then in 2021 the winner was Lionel Messi, and Messi won the men's Ballon d'Or award a record 7 times, and Cristiano Ronaldo won the award 5 times, and Karim Benzema wins Ballon d'Or this year.
Where was Messi this year?
Messi actually didn't make it to the list, and people are like, it's the end of an era. Football?
He played hard. Wow, not Messi.
Ali's not a Messi fan, so.
Ali's not a Messi fan.
Yeah.
Where was Messi?
Messi as one of the greatest players of all time, but he didn't play well last season.
Why not? What happened? What? You're just speaking facts. Okay, what happened to him?
He just had a bad season.
But he's.
Paris Saint-Germain, the so-called best team in the world.
But he's a GOAT, Messi, no? How does he have a fully bad season?
He's not the GOAT.
Okay, so...
Here to butcher your football news daily is Simran and I.
No, he is the GOAT. And the thing is, like, people are saying that next year is his year. He is like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, 1 second.
You tell us, Ali.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi are both like GOATs of the football world, and people are saying that next year is going to be Messi's year, and they're saying it's the end of an era. The fact that he didn't make it to the list this year, and that Ronaldo scored so low, but it's just. Football has its phases, it's your time to shine, then it's someone else's time to shine. You pass on the baton.
You just pass it on, and then there's matches, and then, there's 2 sides to every game. There's a start, middle, and end. It's anyone's game at any time. It's a great sport, love it. And the debate for GOAT will continue to rage on, obviously. Ali, do not deny you're a Ronaldo fan. He plays for your team? Yes, he does. So you are biased. You are delivering biased news on a news show. How dare you? It's either Ronaldo or Messi. Is there anyone else in contention? Benzema. Like the right now GOAT. We're not going to go all time because...
Right now, Messi and Cristiano are not one of the best players. They are one of the best players in the world, but they are not the best.
And if you enjoyed today's football segment, mark our words. Once the World Cup starts, we're going to be bringing you football news daily. Sports.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, that is our stories for today. But no, the show is not over, because if you join us every now and then, we love to brush up on our Arabic skills. We are doing Arabic word of the day, but actually it's transformed into Arabic phrase of the day. Last week we learned Shuhal Kharabit.
Shuhal Kharabit, yes.
Which I've been repeating over and over. It means, what is this nonsense? Shuhal Kharabit.
Shuhal, I still don't know it. I know it every time you say it, and then I forget it the next second.
But I really like today's phrase. By the way, we used to come up with our own phrases, but now I'm just going on to Al Ramsa Institute, which is an Arabic learning platform on Instagram. This is not by no way affiliated, but they're helping me learn words every few days. So today's phrase is Leish Zalti.
Yeah.
Ali's nodding.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Which means, Ali?
Why did you get sad?
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Leish Galti?
Leish. No, I'll tell you. Leish Zalti for a girl. Now, is that a girl saying it to a girl, or it's anyone saying it to a girl?
Shuhal Harabit is going on here.
Shuhal Harabit.
We are learning Arabic.
I was just
guys.
going to tell Simran what you would say to a male. Leisha zailt. So anyone speaking to a man, it's zailt, and then speaking to a woman, it's zailti. Leish zailti.
Zailti. So what are you asking me? I feel like this is too complex for my brain.
I'm saying, why did you get sad? Why did you get upset? Leish zailti.
Leish Zailti.
Leish?
Leish. What is Leish? What? Why? Leish. Why?
You're asking the words I don't know, the questions I don't know the answer to.
Why?
Leish is why. Leish is why?
Can we just stick to Leish?
No. Okay,
Why?
fine. Leish. Why?
Okay, Leish.
Leish.
We can get
And
behind Leish.
does Leish have masculine and female? Please say no, please say no. Yes. Leish.
That's the
Okay,
word.
fine. You're going to stick with Leish, but I'm going to stick with Leish zailti.
Yeah, Leish. For me, it's Leish. Good with that.
Leish zailti. So, okay, we need to repeat it 5 times. Leish zailti.
I'm not.
Leish zailti.
Leish.
Leish zailti.
Leish.
Leish zailti. Leish zailti. Okay. Oh, someone's saying DJ Practice Room is helping us. He's saying Leish works for both. Thank you so much. Okay, and now I'm just going to use it in a sentence. I brought a big cake to the office yesterday in my Sayara. And because it was Bardana, I wanted to warm everyone up. I wanted to make them Joanna with my cake. And I gave everyone a slice of cake. And I didn't give Simran any cake. And then she was like, why didn't you give me a cake? And I was like, Leish zailti.
Wow!
3 words.
You are so good at making up stories on the spot.
And also, Simran is a shaitan.
She had to throw that in there. That's Ali, we don't want to teach like feminine versions.
Shaitana. Okay.
Now you can ask me Leish Zailti.
Okay.
I'll tell you it's because of the abuse.
Shaitana, devil, female.
The abuse.
Okay. Shall you? Would you want to use Leish in a sentence? Leish, why? Leish, why?
Mafi.
Mub.
Anna.
I.
Zain.
Good.
Yeah.
Leish.
Leish, Anna Zain.
Well done, by the way. You don't even need to use Leish. We're just Leish Zain.
It's so good. It's so good.
If anyone wants to give us some flus to learn Arabic, we are here for it, guys. That is all we have time for on the Lovin Dubai show today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ali, Shahir, thank you for all of your knowledge in the background. We could not do our football segment without you.
Here is a Ballon d'Or from Ballon prompter from me to you.
Oh, it's like the Paris chalet, but it's in Dubai. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
We don't use a teleprompter. Goodbye for me.
Goodbye from me.